we seem to be concluding 2024 and starting 2025 on a fairly good note, especially for those that are sitting within the construction industry. We are having a new big player joining the industry. Of course, news have come through of a Chinese firm that is said to acquire 83% of Lafarge, which is one of Africa's biggest cement industry players. Now, we'll be delving into details of that story in our subsequent shows. It is Man and Markets. Welcome to the show. Now, it is a fact, and indeed there is no doubt, that Uganda is struggling with unemployment. It is so pronounced among the youth especially. Now, this despite the fact of several programs that are meant to ensure that the youths get skills and get employed. In this segment, we're trying to explore one of the programs which is skilling youths for dignified employment and entrepreneurship, to find out what is being done to actually bridge the gap, especially of what the market needs and what actually the youths possess or the education system is able to churn out.
The mismatch between the quality of education and the needs of the market has often been cited among the causes of unemployment in Uganda, which remains a major challenge for the country today. A Uganda National Labour Force survey carried out 2 years ago in 2022 by the Uganda National Bureau of Statistics reveals that 41% of youth out of school are not employed. What is more concerning is that the 41% represents 9.3 million youth aged between 18 and 30 years who are neither in education, employment, or receiving training. Close to 2 years today, this has not changed, and the reasons given for this reality have not changed now. To the Uganda Rural Development and Training Institute, the country needs to embrace more innovative ways to deliver education and skilling, especially to special groups, including the youth, women, and people with disability. It is currently championing what has been termed as the satellite model to deliver exactly this.
We committed to train 70,000 youth, to skill them, give them knowledge so that they can get themselves dignified work. At that time, we were idealistic. We said, why don't we work with other institutions that are providing vocational skills? So we identified actually 4, what we call VTIs, vocational training institutions. But as we were in the negotiations, that is way back in 2019, 2020. Then COVID struck. And as you are aware, there was paralysis. No movement, no training, schools were closed, etc., etc. So I called my team together. I said, we are going to train. They said, how? I told them, you know what? We have been working with people in the communities, artisans. We have been providing tools and equipment, from tools for self-reliance, UK, and tools to work, the Netherlands. Those people have been doing a fantastic job. During this time, given that they are at home, they have the tools. All that we need to do is to work with them, and they start training for us.
Just like that, the satellite training model was birthed, leveraging the skills, reach, and relationships that these artisans have with the communities. The satellite approach has been used to offer vocational training to youth in 20 districts and 4 refugee settlements. The Artisans Workshop is used as a learning center and laboratory for research.
Given that we have been working with artisans, they know their trade. All that we need to do is to give them extra training in how to pass on that trade. And many of them we have been working with, we find 2 young people, and they say we are training these people. So the issue of training is not strange, it's not new. So we said, okay, let us decentralize. So we did what we call a pilot in Kagadi. We selected 12 artisans. Then our institute was still functioning. We gave them the equal number of youth to train, the institute and the artisans in the village. And guess what? The artisan scored highly. in terms of training, in terms of transitioning, in terms of getting the young people energized.
Today, Susan Chokusima is among the youth who have been empowered under this education approach.
This skilling is better because you can get basic needs through the skilling. Can't easily forget it, even if you shift from Chegigwa district to main districts, you can easily go with it.
Armed with the skills under this model, Susan owns and runs this motorcycle repair garage located along the Mubende-Kagadi Road, offering motorcycle repair services and spare parts sales.
Enkola yo nungi yajja wano n'atandika okuyiga okanika era nze kennyini yajja n'ansaba piki eno n'atandika okuyiga okuvuga. Yamala okuyiga okanika nange kennyini namutwala piki eno yali efudde clutch plates n'aziteekamu bulungi ne system y'olujegere n'agiteekako.
Beyond services to her clients, Susan is now offering training to several youth focused on motorcycle mechanics, customer care and client retention.
Akanyigisa kandi kiyanyigise munonga nkakwata jenkakakasa wiring omumundu omu gearbox omu engine hona nimpamanya je ninkorera customer na asimu.
Susan's journey into this space was curated and refined through hand-holding by an artisan, and it is a journey that her teacher and mentor today believes has seen her reproducing and surpassing what she was taught.
Susan, nkamwegesa okukanika piki naga kanamwegesa omu bintu ebikwatirine nka customer care namwegesa kumanya ngu business eyarumu tiyabashija bonka n'abakazi nibabasa kugikora.
To her peers, especially those that Susan trained with, Susan is an inspiration, and just like her, many taking her example have today scaled heights into spaces that were before considered unreachable, more so for the young women.
Susan nebintu byahiremu nibingi yaguziremu na smart noshahine no wabohine n'itungo lyahine yaguzireyo n'embuzi nanye ninyenda bifuna neza kubiya hano era nyongera kurohoza kugura ploti nkombe kenshi ndamare jigura n'inkombe kamesha teke mu garage.
To her parents, Susan has become a major pillar to the family, supporting her siblings materially, but also as an inspiration for possibilities in life through her positive attitude towards learning and hard work.
Alikuwa kandi alipibesa kandi netwali kutubesa yabugana mulema aramuha netwali kutuha n'abana balimu bali kwega bali babiri alikuba ibitabo ikaramu aho niho yatandikira.
Today, Susan's locality is proud of her. She is a trailblazer, especially for the girl child in her community, and she's often given as a point of reference and inspiration for other girls and youth here.
Kumwegomba tikyamali kukanika piki kuvuga piki nawe tubamwegomba abana abantu acharo kandi tutwachesimisize mukurungi.
The URDTI team is content that the education model that saw Susan attain the skills she has and by extension make a transition into business has now been tested and rolled out with good numbers to quote.
To date, we have 55,000 Susans. We have 703 trainers.
We will now take a very short commercial break. Man and Markets continues after this break.